So the offsides rule is a little tricky to understand, but let me try to explain. Here's our normal soccer field. Um, in our age group, our fields have an extra line called the build-out line, shown here in yellow. So for a player to be considered offsides, two things need to happen. That player needs to be across the build-out line, and they must be closer to the goal line than the second to last opposing player. The last opposing player is typically the goalie. However, there is no penalty for being offsides unless one of the players passes the ball to another player who is in the offsides position. So let me show you what that would look like in a game situation. And to keep it simple, I'm only going to use 3 players on each team. So here's the Thundercats in black, and here's the opponent in red. If the Thundercats are attacking the goal and player 1 is both past the build-out line and behind the second to last defender, that player is in an offsides position. But only if our player passes the ball to player 1 will a penalty be called, and then the opposing team gets a free kick. But if player 1 is not past the build-out line, there's no penalty. And if the player is past the build-out line but not behind the second to last defender, that player is not in an offsides position. So again, an offsides position happens when a player is both past the build-out line and behind the second to last defender. A penalty is called if the ball is passed to that player. And there are some nuances to the rule that get a little bit more complicated, but that's basically generally the offsides rule. Hope that helps.